Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. Going to be using this team with a special Mega Charizard X on it, and you may be wondering, what exactly is this set supposed to do? Now the idea is, you're basically able to lure a lot of the common physical Zard X checks, which are defensive Landorus T. You can HP Grass Tapu Fini down for Keldeo to put in some work late game, so that's basically the whole idea right here, and Fire Blast is a 2-hit KO on defensive Lando. HP Grass is able to basically blow back Gastrodon and Quagsire after a bit of chip damage, which is cool, and if you do find yourself in the position to win with this mon, you can actually Flame Charge up and potentially just clean up their teams, so hopefully we can see this do a lot of work this live. Then of course we have Specs Keldeo right here, which if you can use Zard to lure the Tapu Fini, of course, you can go in with Keldeo. The one mon that kind of wells both of this is Toxapex, so I wanted something that could defog T-Spikes away, and Tornadus is definitely able to do that. It's also able to defog rocks away for your Zards, so I figured this could have some good synergy with these two mons right here. And then I also needed some sort of way to reliably break Toxapex, because Torn can't really do that without the Z move once it's burnt, so Lando plus Lele right here is basically able to do that really well. This is also our Stealth Rocker for the team, and then this is a Choice Scarf user right here, basically able to clean up. And then finally, we have Ferrothorn, which is basically able to take on Ash Greninja. Obviously Keldeo resists the dual stab, but it doesn't really want to switch in too much, and we also needed some sort of fairy resist, so this is definitely able to do that as well. And yeah, that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And I'll be right back with our first game. Okay, I got the first game right here. We're facing some pretty standard looking bulky offense team right here. My Tapu Lele is really good against him. I just got a Predictor on Scissor and some of his other pivots. Like I can't Moonblast into Toxapex obviously. If I were him, I'd probably lead off with Landorus T or Coco. So I think what I can do right here probably is just lead off with well, I have a good pivot out into Ferrothorn and the Coco anyway, so let's try to catch Landorus T, as he does lead right off with Landorus T right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a Surf. I really don't want him getting up rocks or anything like that for free, as obvious as Toxapex is, right? So he's able to go ahead and get this in. I can just go Torn here and defog any sort of T-Spike he may want to put up, and that looks honestly fine to me. He's really weak to my Charizard besides Greninja, yeah, so he tries to get up a T-Spike, which he does, and I'm going to go ahead and defog now, probably on incoming Coco if I had to guess. So it may actually be like Scarf Lando. It goes right back to Landorus T, so unless he's Scarf Explosion, I'm not going down here, so let's go for a knockoff. In case he wants to like Scarf U-turn out into Coco. Okay, so I was kind of scared of Flyinium Z. He unfortunately misses a Stone Edge, which really sucks for him. I'm going to fire off the Z move now, and really hope I can just get rid of this mon. And it just gets rid of Landorus T right there, so that's really good for me. Obviously, Stone Edge Miss sucked, and he's just going to go ahead and forfeit on the spot right there, so that was really unfortunate, but after Torn got rid of the Lando, I really don't think I needed it for anything else. Like, I could have still dealt with Bulu with my Charizard and my own Lando, so it would have been interesting, but very quick first-paced game right there, and I'll be right back with another. Okay, I got the next game right here. This guy is using the team that MV used in his most recent live. It's pretty weak to Tapu Lele, so maybe if I can go ahead and get rid of that, I could be in a good spot. If I were him, I'd probably lead off here with the Charizard Y. So what can I counter Charizard Y with? Nothing in particular. Keldeo's amazing right here, but he has Tapu Fini, so I think I'll probably just lead off here with my Torn. If he leads Zard Y, it's fine. I can go ahead and the Torn is not super good right here, and I can just go ahead and fire off the Z move if I want. Or alternatively, I just go ahead and U-turn out, because I know he's cooking the Fire type move, and U-turn might put him in range of my Keldeo. But there's no way I can risk Keldeo right here. I'm just going to fire off the Z move. It's not going to kill, but getting so much damage off on Zard Y could be a really good step forward right here. Yeah, and he just goes for Flamethrower, which I'm going to live, yeah. And this is a free knockoff now, so I really don't want to take a hit from Charizard, the Garchomp, though. He actually goes Heatran, so and I end up missing, which definitely sucks. I don't remember whether this is Scarf or not. I think it might have been, so I'm just going to go hard Keldeo. Yeah, I really don't want to risk taking that hit with my Torn, because if I can keep it alive, that would be great. And now I get to fire off a free attack, and that attack is obviously going to be Hydro Pump. He goes hard Tropius. Man, if I Icy Winded that could have been huge, but I'm pretty sure this just addresses Dragon Dance thing, so I'll just go Landorus T here and try to get up rocks on it. I don't really know if it actually does anything else. Goes for Supersonic Sky Strike, so that's cool with me. I can go ahead and get up rocks here now, and then HB Ice at the following turn. Bring it pretty low, and I can actually just U-turn out now, which is cool. Unless he crits that, which he crits it, but it doesn't end up mattering, because it doesn't do any sort of damage. I'll be fine. So now I think what I want to do here is bring out my Charizard, maybe? Charizard or back to Torn are the two plays. So his Charizard dies on entry, so I really want to prevent the defog is the main thing. So in order to prevent the defog, I'll go ahead and go into my Tapu Lele here, just to prevent the defog is the main purpose. I really don't, because like if he goes Tapu Fini to defog, I need to be able to Psychic it twice. He goes Heatran, my play here is just to sack Landorus T, I believe, so let's go ahead and do that. To a Scarf, probably Overheat again. Goes for Flash Cannon that turn, okay, so Scarf Flash Cannon is definitely an interesting decision. I can go Charizard now and finally start getting Charizard to do some work. I'm going to go ahead and HB Grass on the incoming Tapu Fini, I think. Actually goes Garchomp. So this could go for a Dragon type move. I think probably Ferrothorn here is my good play. He goes right for the Earthquake, so that kind of worked for him too. This allows me to just go right here for a nice Jaraball perhaps, or maybe just a Leech Seed is fine too. He actually does have Fire Blast, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, that actually did nothing. And perhaps I maybe want to preserve my Ferrothorn here, but at the same time, I'm just worried about the Porygon Z, right? Porygon 2, I mean. I need my Keldeo to break that, so let's go right here for another Jaraball. As he tries to go Tapu Fini on some sort of double, so that's totally cool. If he does want to defog here, he's going to go down in the process. So let's go for the Power Whip, as he doesn't even go for the defog right away. So let's Jaraball now. He can get in Zard now and do some work for sure. But my play right here is just to go back to Torn always. And then bring in Lele now, I think. Or perhaps Keldeo can just come in now too. Yeah, Keldeo Secret Sword is so free actually. Let's just go ahead and do that. It sort of just wins, actually, once I get a bit of damage off on Garchomp. So he tries to go Porygon 2. This is going to get blown away. And I'm pretty sure this was not Scarf. It was Scarf Tran plus something else. He throws out Garchomp now, which takes a good amount. I'm just going to go Ferrothorn here on the Earthquake. And this allows me to just go right for a Jaraball. Or actually, perhaps just another Leech Seed is fine here, too. Throws up Rocks, which I don't think... well, he still has Scarf Tran, I guess, to check my Keldeo is what he's going to try to do. So that's a double down. Did he crit me? No, it's just a rough skin, okay. So I basically win with Tapu Lele now if I can hit Focus Blasts, but I don't want to go for that win. So let's actually go Charizard here. As he goes Heatran, I think I can live in Earth Power and be able to... well, I can't really do anything to him, but there's no point in staying in, right? I mean, there's no point in switching out, because I would just go down in the process. Let's just go for a Dragon Pulse here. He just straight up blew me back with Earth Power. Dang, that's a strong Pokemon. Let's go Tapu Lele here. I think that just comes down to me hitting Focus Blast, which is never a good time. Sacks off Porygon. He has to go Charizard and hope I miss. And even then, I don't even know if... well, actually, his Heatran should be able to knock out my Keldeo. He goes back to Heatran now, though. So, I do hit that. Bring it down really low, and I think that just means my Keldeo wins now. He didn't knock me out with Flash Cannon. That's pretty crazy. And I connect to... yeah, I don't know why... it sucks that we were put in the position to win like that, but we definitely had it work out for us. I need to hope that I hit that, or either he doesn't have Roost. I hit all my Focus Blasts. I've never gotten that lucky. Like, I swear. I hit 3 Focus Blasts against Matt in a Draft League game once, but that was the extent. But I'll go ahead and drop a GG. That was definitely a fun one, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, I got the next game right here. Unfortunately, I had some opportunity to get Zard to do some work in the last game right there, when he sent out Garchomp, but unfortunately I tried to predict Fini, and it didn't really work out for me, but here, Fire Blast completely destroys this guy, so that's what I'm going to be trying to go with. He's running a Sun team, of course, so Fire Blast under the Sun can do quite a bit of work. I'll lead off here with Torn, as he leads off with Zapdos, so that's not ideal at all. I probably just don't even want to risk Static, I think, because this could be my primary Beedrill check. I'm really weak to Beedrill, actually. Alternatively, I just knock this off for several of my other Pokemon in the deck, prevent Leftovers recovery for my Keldeo, prevent it from stalling out my Zard X, so ideally no Static Para. Cool. He tries to go for HPI, so I guess predicting something there. I really don't want him going for HPS on my Lando now, but I don't have a good switch in, but... how is... I mean, Landorus is really good, but I really can't risk it getting weakened for Keldeo, that's the thing. So let's just go Tapu Lele here. And ideally he doesn't Discharge Para me if that's what he goes for. Cool, okay, so we're definitely getting pretty lucky right now, and I'll just go right here for the Moonblast, probably. Or actually, I can just go for Psychic here. It does a ton of damage, and I'm not going to predict him. I don't want him roosting up. That would be very dumb. So yeah, I'm just going to knock that thing out. And while definitely taking a ton of damage on Tapu Lele is really bad, I think it's fine. So here I'll just go Tornadus, because I don't mind it getting Toxic. He just goes for a Wish, so this is another free knockoff. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Knockoff, I'm assuming what's a Heat Rock right here. Yeah, now what I actually can do right here is just U-turn out directly into my Charizard and start firing off attacks. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this, because I know he's getting up rocks right there, so this allows me to go right here for the... Well, he's going to expect a Dragon Dance, right? But he may expect me to do it in regular form, so I think he may not actually go for Earth Power. Let's go right for the Dragon Pulse, as he's actually going to go out into the Umbreon. Let's see how much Fire Blast Under the Sun actually does to this thing. I think it'll do a ton. 57, that's amazing damage, and it looks like I actually have to go for it again, which really sucks. Like, if I missed this, okay, cool, Umbreon's gone. Zard X breaking through the Umbreon is definitely very cool right there. And we still have our Landers healthy for the Beedrill, which just came out. So let's go out into Landers here. He poisons me, which sucks, but I can get up rocks now. And we're definitely chipping everything down now. And I want chip damage on Venusaur when it comes in for my Torn. Healthiest Torn right now? It's pretty healthy, okay. So that's cool. He's going to go out into Torkoal here. I still want to keep this around, I think, but... Yeah, I don't want to lose to the Tapu Lele, I mean the Beedrill, but I can check it with my Tapu Lele too. So I'll just Earthquake here for a ton of damage, as he's going to spin those away. And basically, he can't, if he goes down to Rocky Helmet, he can't actually Rapid Spin, so I'm just going to get up my rocks again now. Goes Conkeldurr. Kind of curious as to what this wants to do. I'll go for Earthquake here, and I mean, like, a Bulk Upset won't really matter, and that's not going to do anything. Unfortunately, I think my Zard's going to be in range of a Mach Punch, which I was kind of hoping to have it get the kill right here, but it's okay. I'll go Tornadus now and fire off a Z Hurricane. No point in risking the miss, because if I miss and he Ice Punches me, that's just pretty bad. So yeah, now he has to like send out Torkoal again just to get out Sun, and it like won't even be for enough turns, of course, because he actually goes Beedrill, so... This is a free Ferrothorn for me, I think. Ferrothorn like is probably the most expendable member now. So let's just send this out, and he's just going to go ahead and forfeit on that note. So Zard X breaking through the Umbreon was definitely very cool. He's already gone, so I don't need to drop a GG. I'll be right back with another game. So my next opponent here is actually very weak to Scarf Tapu Lele. I'm really scared about setup Magearna though, and I think it's probably set up with Shift Gear with Sticky Webs. So a lot of the Ribombee users like to click Stun Spore right away, which is never a fun time. What am I okay with getting paralyzed? Because nothing's really going to not get paralyzed. I guess Ferrothorn's probably the one thing. So let's lead off with this here. And I kind of need this healthy for Gyarados. But then again, +1 Flyinium's going to blow me back out anyway. So he just goes for HP Fire, which doesn't do anything. And now if he wants to get up webs, it like doesn't even matter. Let's just go for Gyro Ball. So he didn't paralyze anything, which is like great. But there's some setup sweepers on this team, which I don't think I can break. Goes Cortana. So this is a Tornado switch in, for sure. He goes for SD. I'm just going to fire off my Z move here. Like, I got a kill. Yeah, get out of there, Cortana. So now we can go. I'm still scared about Magearna. I don't see how I stop. Yeah, speaking of. Okay, so I'm going to bring out my Charizard here. And what I'm going to do is expect the Flare Cannon, or like some sort of Z move, and just Fire Blast in regular form. Wow, he actually went Landers. So this allows me to just go right here for a nice Fire Blast again. Or I Flame Charge in regular form. Maybe he's expecting me to use Zard Y. I could Flame Charge right here, because he's gonna go for Earthquake, right? Or Stone Edge. Maybe I just switch it out too. That's not a bad idea. What would I switch out into? I think I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and Fire Blast it. As he goes Zygarde. I can take a hit from Zygarde here and go for Dragon Pulse to knock it out, which could be really nice right now. Let's see if we can actually get this to work. I have Scarf Lele to check the Gyarados too, which is great. I'm pretty sure it's Mega Gyarados too, so that could really help me out. Get out of there, Zygarde. Goes hard Gyarados. I mean, all I really gotta do here is just go for Dragon Pulse to get damage off. As he's gonna try to Dragon Dance, right? But what I can do now is just Dragon Pulse again. And I really don't care if he knocks me out, that's the thing. Because all I need him is in range of my the Rocky Helmet plus Iron Barb. So this is where he attacks. And actually, I don't even know if he'll knock me out, which is funny. Well, actually, it actually did, okay. Good for him, but I think what I can do here is just go right for a Spike. Or perhaps a Gyro Ball. Okay, so he gets me really low, and I think I might lose to Magearna. Which, like, sucks. After all that, I'm about to lose to Magearna, I think. Maybe if I Leech Seeded, I might be fine. I gotta, like, go hard Charizard and hope he's not Ferium Z, is the main thing. Because if he's, yeah, he actually goes Landorus T. So I can just spike up here. So is this Scarf? I don't know if I should have actually done it with this. I probably should have. In fact, I'm going to go Torn here, expecting another Earthquake, right? And now what this allows me to do is basically find out whether he's actually Scarf or not and go right here for the U-turn. As he goes Magearna, this allows me to get in Zard. He can outspeed me here, but I can go for the Fire Blast, and he has to like hope I miss. Or he goes for Flyinium Z right now, and... Okay, so he switches back there, which really sucks. Like, had I hit that, I think I just won, but... Let's see if he actually goes back to Magearna now. Is there a mid-ground that prevents both Magearna and Landorus? I don't think so. Let's go Torn. I'm thinking about going Keldeo, but it's the same result. If he Earthquakes, I lose that for no reason. And it sucks that I'm put in this position right here, because it basically comes down to 50-50s depending on what Magearna said he is. Goes for the EQ. This allows me to go ahead and go right for a Hurricane. As he actually just explodes, so this is actually great. Because what it allows me to do is get in my Zard, and all I gotta do is hit this Fire Blast. So come on Zard, hit this. And now all I gotta do is Flame Charge it, and that should pick up the KO, I think. If I'm safe to Fire Blast again, there's no reason not to Fire Blast. Let me calculate, because I'm no attack Zard, which is what's scaring me. So against Magearna, let's say he's Shift Gear. Against Charizard. Mega Charizard X, 3 attacks plus Roost. I think Flame Charge will probably kill it. Yeah, it'll definitely kill, even with no attack. Yeah, this is killing, so all I gotta do is, yeah, he tried to set up on my Fire Blast miss, and we're able to go ahead and win that game. I'll drop a GG, and I'll be right back with another one. Okay, so in this game right here, I think probably just playing Ferrothorn well is going to be my win con right here against his Swamperts, but what I think I can do now is just go right for a Flyinium Z right here. Just in case he wants to go like hard Swampert expecting a knockoff or something like that, because he goes Magearna. So let's see what kind of set this is actually. It should be a setup one based on the team. Yeah, it's definitely set up. I can go right here for the U-turn. And I can basically get in whatever Pokemon I want. He's really weak to my Keldeo under Rain, I just realized, so that's definitely could be a factor too. He goes for a Focus Blast and it doesn't do too much. I can go right here for the Hidden Powered Grass, I think. He went Pelipper. I was hoping to see Swampert. Okay, so that's not ideal. I can get damage off here, though. Like, Zard is not doing anything this game. Yeah, I just go for damage here, as much as it sucks. He's going to try to U-turn out. Well, he does U-turn out, but I just got 52%, and he didn't even knock me out, so I will take that. And here's the Swampert, which, as I said, in case he wants to go for Power-Up Punch, I really can't allow him to do that, so let's just go right for this. Or I guess Rocks would be the other alternative. And now what I can do is just go Ferrothorn here on an Earthquake, which does a ton. And I guess he probably goes either... I can just Leech Seed, I think. It's a 50-50. Does he... Well, it's not a 50-50. I think the best play is just Power Whip, right? Because if he stays in, then I'm in a bad spot. Yeah. So we get rid of Swampert, which is cool. I guess he expected something other than Power Whip, but I really couldn't go for anything else there. So this is the unfortunate thing. It puts me in a really tough spot against Bismon, because he gets to go for a rain boosted attack here, and it's gonna be Dark Pulse. Okay, so I can get in Keldeo now, and he needs to like flinch me. But yeah, this is a free Secret Sword, or I go for Surf. I'm gonna go for Secret Sword here. He sacks off Pelly. Okay, so I don't really know what he wanted the rain for. I guess probably just to get Greninja back in, but. Goes Landorus. I know for a fact he's going for a U-turn here. I can just go Torn, I think. And I was so tempted to just stay in and take the damage, but... Yeah, out comes this again. All I gotta do is get predictions right with my Keldeo. So what's the sack here? Probably... I would guess it's this, right? Yeah, this is definitely my least expendable member. I mean, my most expendable member. And now I gotta predict this properly. I think probably just Hydro Pump's my best play. Specs Hydro Pump and the rain's gonna hurt anything. So let's go ahead and hit him up with that. Goes Magearna, so I guess he didn't see the value in that mon. So this puts him in a position where he kind of has to go out into Ferrothorn. Yeah. And this allows me to get in my Charizard. He may double back to Greninja, but I don't think he has enough turns here. He goes for a Leech Seed, actually. So I can just Fire Blast here on the incoming Greninja. Wow, that took nothing. And I just sack this Mon off. To the Dark Pulse, just to get back Keldeo. I'm just trying to get into the position with my Tapu Lele wins the game guaranteed. Which means Secret Sword is always the best play here, I think. Or perhaps, I'm just going to Secret Sword. He goes Landorus T. Damage on that's not bad, so I'll take it. And I'm just going to go for Secret Sword again, man. It's a 50-50 here. This is actually a true 50-50, I think. Unless I'm missing something. Do I go Tapu Lele here? Because if he goes for Earthquake, then... Actually, I'll live an Earthquake with Tapu Lele, I think. So let's go out into that. Because if he has Choice Scarf and he goes for U-turn, he won't know. He explodes. That's really weird because he just gave me the win with Keldeo. Unless he's going for flinches. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to let him Power Whip this Mon. I need this out of range of Dark Pulse. Okay, so now I just Earthquake here to get guaranteed in range of my Keldeo. And he basically has to flinch to win, which, I mean, hey, it happens if it does. This shouldn't matter. I just go for Earthquake repeatedly, and it'll eventually wear him down to the point. Oh, will that actually put me in range of Dark Pulse or Hydro Pump? I don't think so. Like, it's resisted. How much damage will I be taking? I'll take 25. Actually, it might put me in range. No, I think he needs to flinch me still. I don't know if the hazards will be enough. Goes for Power Whip. Come on, just go for Dark Pulse or Surf or whatever. Okay, I think I can live a Dark Pulse here. 45%. Yeah, I think I'll live it. And the game ended, so I definitely did. Wow, that was close. And I'm able to go ahead and Secret Sword. That was really close there. And he already left the battle, so that was really fun. And I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so my next opponent right here is looking like a pretty hyper offense player right here. I can trade rocks with him, or I can just prevent him from getting up rocks altogether. I think I probably just want to trade rocks here. But at the same time, yeah, I think I just want to trade because he's really weak to Keldeo. And I still have Torn to pivot into Cortana if I need to do that. So let's lead off here with Lando. He actually leads off with Rotom. So against the Rotom here, I gotta figure out something. I think I'll just go Ferrothorn. What do I need Ferrothorn for? I need it for Lele actually, so... Lele is a good mid-ground actually, but it can actually win the game with Scarf Psychic depending on what the Cortana is. So I don't think I want to go out into that. Torn is another option for sure. Oh, I already went Ferrothorn. Okay, well he went for Hydro Pump, so it worked out. I don't want to get Wisped, that's the problem, but... Let's go Charizard. Really, he Volt Switched? I was expecting a Will-O-Wisp there. That was a bad play, actually. I don't know why I did that. This Mon completely destroyed his team. Goes Pinsir, which, no switch-ins to Pinsir here. I guess I'll go Landorus T. And that does so much. Because if it wasn't it's because Hyper Cutter prevented the attack drop, right? Man, I shouldn't have made that Impulse play out, but he's giving me damage on this, which I find even more interesting. Like, what are you doing? Alright, Lele basically gets a kill now, unless it's actually AV Tang, which it probably is. Go to Drill. Wow, that's Spit Drill, okay. So I'm going with Zard here on the rocks. And this basically gives me a kill of my own, which I desperately need right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Spit Drill lives Fire Blast. Nah, get out of there. Okay, so it ends up being a trade, which is definitely a worse trade for me. I need to defog for this. Man, that sucks. Okay, so he's just gonna go for another Frustration here. I think I'll probably... Well, I can't sack Ferrothorn. I think I'll probably sack my Keldeo here, perhaps. Or just probably sacking this is the best play. And then getting in a Pokemon to get a kill of my own. Which I think Keldeo is going to be that Pokemon. And right here, I can just go right for the Secret Sword expecting Tangrowth, I believe. Okay, 50-50. Or... Okay, so if he goes Tangrowth, I feel like I'll just go Tangrowth. So let me just go for the Secret Sword here. You get a crit, which is pretty cool. I'll go for another one of these. Goes Lele. I always go Ferrothorn on this. Like, it's my only switch in here. As much as I want to predict an HP Fire. Yeah, okay, so he does go for HP Fire. I'm assuming he's locked into that. So let's just go Tapu Lele now. Oh, he's actually not. Okay, so this could be worse. I still have a switch in with this. That's the main thing right now. So let's go right here for the Moonblast. Or perhaps just Psychic. Let's just go for Moonblast. It doesn't knock him out. But we know he's not... We know he's not Scarf. So I think I can actually win with Torn, depending on how he plays with the Rotom. Yeah, Torn can win this game. At this point. So Keldeo gets a kill now, which is cool. And ideally... Did my Secret Sword do above 20? It did 27, I think. Yeah, it definitely did 27, so let's just go for that. Get rid of that Mon. He gets to go Pinsir now, which is like the main thing. He goes... Oh, this is the Mon that I need damage on. Gimme. He goes for Volt, but I don't think that's enough damage. I need to like crit that right there. Goes Pinsir. I gotta sack off my Ferrothorn here. He goes for Quick Attack, okay. So what I can do here is just go for Gyro Ball on the off chance he wants to switch out. And then bring in Torn now. And I gotta hit this Hurricane. No matter what he goes, I gotta hit this. And I think if I hit into Rotom, he goes Tangrowth. So now I just get to go for Knockoff to kill it. Okay, cool. I think we actually have a chance to win right here. Depending on what the Kartana is. Goes Rotom. Always U-turn out. I think that's in range of my Z move, which I really need it to be. And it's going to come down to whether it's, I think, Scarf Kartana or not. Okay, I gotta hit this Hurricane. Okay, so he has me in range of Quick Attack. Wow, that actually came a lot closer than I expected it to be. I'll go ahead and drop a GG before he leaves, and I'll go ahead and go for the Hurricane here. Man, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I think, let's see if my Hurricane, Z Hurricane, would have actually knocked out the Rotom right there. But that was a really, like, sloppy match on my part. That was pretty bad. Let's go ahead and see, though. I'm curious. Rotom Wash, OU Fizdef. It looks like it would have. 41 to 49. He was at, what, 39, I think? Yeah, 39%. So I think, had he, like, not been Scarf Kartana, I would have won, obviously. But, I mean, he played it as though he was Scarf Kartana, and it definitely worked out for him. 70%'s a lot, but I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so this is going to be our last game right here. We're currently sitting at 5-1, which is really good, actually. So, probably right here, Keldeo can do a ton of work. I just gotta predict Bulu once and go for Icy Wind. And then I basically Hydro Pump every time and get a kill, so... My win con here is probably Scarf Lele. It can easily win with Scarf Moonblast after I get some chip damage on Heatran and Bulu. So let's lead off here with Torn, expecting... Because I can pivot out into Heatran on... Ferrothorn on Coco, in which case he'll probably Volt out into Heatran. Then I go out into my Keldeo right there, click Icy Wind on the incoming Bulu. That's definitely a scenario I see you sort of hoping that will work out right here. But... yeah, ideally he just leads off with Lando and not Coco. Would be the better option. Gren lead I can deal with. I guess T-Tar lead could be bad if he's like Banded Pursuit, because he'll get a ton of damage off, and even with the Regenerator, I'm not going to be at too high of a percentage. Is the guy going to time out? Okay, well, I'll be right back once he chooses. Okay, so this player went all the way down to 5 seconds before choosing a lead, so I don't know if he's like trying to trigger his opponent or something, but I don't really care. I'll go out here into Ferrothorn. Maybe he was just busy and chose at the last second, but he goes for Dark Pulse, which I don't really care about right now. I mean, definitely getting this weekend would suck in terms of dealing with Coco. But I'll go right here for a Spike as he goes Heatran. This allows me to get in Keldeo right away. Okay, so he just made the great prediction there. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a Magma Storm because I didn't have any other switch-ins to that. So that puts me really in the back right now because that was one of my best breakers against his team. Let's go Charizard here, and let's go ahead and Mega Evolve. And he's going to expect the Earthquake, right? So he probably goes Landorus T. I'm going to go for Fire Blast here and try to catch that as I do. And don't connect my Fire Blast, okay. So here I just go Landorus T on the Earthquake. This allows me to get up rocks if I want to do that. He just takes the damage, which I don't really mind at this point. I'm trying to go for a win with my... He's faster than me. I'm trying to go for a win with my Scarf Lele at this point. That's the only way I'm winning this game. So step 1 is getting rid of Heatran, so let's knock it off right here. And then defog his stuff away as he tries to Earth Power. Now I'll just start Hurricaning it down. Defog this away. Masses a Magma Storm. Hurricane again. Actually, I can just Z-move it here. Defog. And then knock off. Nice. So I actually have an opening now, which is really odd. Thunderbolt Para. Okay, that's pretty bad. I get a 3 spike here, though. He's going to taunt it, though, so that's fine. I can just go right here for a free Jaraball now, and he doesn't really have good responses to this anymore. Come on, I'm even slower now because of Para, so I really need to break through. Okay, goes for that. I gotta preserve this, so let's just go Landorus T. As he goes for the U-turn. Tyranitar. I can just Earthquake it here. Okay, so he's just really fast Tyranitar. I don't know if he's gonna have Fire Punch or not, but I need damage off on this. I gotta go Charizard here, because Lele is not gonna beat it under Sand. So let's go right for the Dragon Pulse, and really hope he's not Dragon Dance. Okay. I think Moonblast can do 60. I gotta hope it does. Goes Bulu, which this is another amount that I need damage off on, so let's go Torn here. As he doubles right back. Dang, he got me. But he tried to predict something else. So now I get to bring this mon in and click Moonblast here. Knock that mon out. The fact that I have any sort of opening right now is pretty insane, but yeah, I always go Ferrothorn here. On the Thunderbolt, click Jaraball here. And I get to break through something right now. It looks like I actually have a roll to live another one, which I don't end up getting, unfortunately. Gotta go Lele here and click Psychic. No, just Moonblast. Knock that out. Man, he got me with the Bloom Doom, was the big thing. Goes for Stone Edge. Is he Scarf? No, but he recognizes that I need damage off on that. So I gotta go back to Lele here and fire off this next Moonblast, knock that mon out. And I gotta go off the Stone Edge miss, I think. Or he goes for Horn Leech, okay. I got a Confusion. And he hit himself. Okay, so I didn't really deserve any of that. The Bloom Doom play was great on his part. I still lose, I think, if I miss a Hurricane. Okay, so it just comes down to this here. Which, yeah, I really deserve to hit there anyway. So that guy's able to go ahead and win. He misplayed hard with his Heatran, though. He gave me an opening with Tapu Lele, and I don't really know why he did that. I guess maybe he didn't see through it, but we're going to go ahead and end off the live right there. Unfortunately, we started off 5-0, and we ended up finishing off 5-2, but still a really fun one. Zard X blowing through Landorus was really fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get that prediction right with the Tapu Fini versus Garchomp in one of the earlier games, but I did hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, the team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out, and I'll see you next time. Later.